Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just have a small adult coloring haul. I don't really have big ones anymore, mainly because I just own everything I need. That said, on occasion things do come up that I buy, whether it's because I'm curious and want to try them, review them, request, or just I can't resist. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons actually, but a lot of them are books, and quite a few were pre-orders. So what I'll do first is go through supplies and then we'll go to the books. So first thing I bought were a set of the Flare glitter gel pens and then a set of Link. Now I did a video on these comparing both brands, just letting you know the subtle, and I really want to emphasize subtle differences between the two. It's really not much other than when the price fluctuation occurs, but yeah, I had bought both of these for that comparison, and then now they will just be going in my collection to get used. So I did buy those. Okay, and then I grabbed a batch of Ohuhu 6 colorless blender markers. And you're probably thinking why. Well, if you're new to my channel, you're thinking why. If you're not, then you already know why. I like to use colorless blenders for Inktense, activating Derwent Inktense and coloring with them. I have quite a few videos on my channel here, and then my silent coloring channel as well. So take a look at those. I have a video on here showing you the multiple ways I activate Inktense, but this is by far my favorite. And I went to go do a project and realized all my Inktense were, or not my Inktense, my markers were dried out. So I grabbed a 6-pack from Ohuhu. There are cheaper ones from Art and Fly and a few others, but really it's all about looking at the prices and then the price per marker that it breaks down to. And then the other issue was like the one that I found that was pretty affordable, because seriously, these do not need to be fancy. Don't go buy Copics for this. Buy the cheapest thing possible for your colorless blender, because you're using it to activate. It does not require anything snazzy. But some of the cheaper ones were like 3 weeks shipping, so I don't have that kind of patience because all mine are dried out and I wanted to get started, so that's why I bought those. All right. This here is because I have clearly a problem with collecting pastel colored pencils. Now I don't mean pastels as in art pastels, but pastel colors. So I had this on my list for a while, and they had like a little mini deal, but it's the Shuttle Art 60 pastel shades. I will be doing a first impressions and swatch. So yeah, I bought these. I have way too many already. In fact, I'm going to do a video comparing all of the pastel pencil sets I have, and then kind of recommending which ones are my favorite, you know, in my preferred order, and then I'll probably be destashing them, to be honest, because there's no reason to have this many at all. Nowhere. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's talk about books. So I did grab the Travel Size Fairy Chibis. This is from Alexandra Franzese. There is a flip through already on my channel. I really love her travel ones. I hate the Create Space paper, but these work because I can take some bullet nibs, do a base coat, and then do some pencil work, which I think I will do in a video so you guys can see. The next one I grabbed was Walk in the Woods. There is a full flip through on my channel. This is the latest from Layla Dooley. It's a really big book. Great paper, as always. Stunning artwork. I mean, I just love her stuff. I love that she's coming out with more books now. She kind of just disappeared on us for a while there, but this one's gorgeous. I like this more than the last one she released. So I need to get on with coloring in this one. I mean, it's even a sewn-in binding. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So check out the flip through on my channel. And then I did get the Kirby Reflections book. Now this, if you're unfamiliar, what he does is he does compilation books in between his releases. And this one is a compilation of, where did it say? There we go. Images from Alien Worlds, Anamorphia, Phantomorphia, Fragile World, Geomorphia, Imagimorphia, Mythic World, Mythomorphia, and Worlds Within Worlds. They're basically fan favorites, but I like to get these ones even though I have the actual books, because inside, you do get this snazzy color wheel, but inside you get to see how people have colored these pages. And then you sit there and go, why didn't I think of that? So I do have a full flip through of this one on my channel, but you get to learn a little bit about each artist, or colorist I should say, that is picked for this. Oh, they're beautiful. But yeah, and then after you go through like the colored ones, then you have the pages. So it's kind of fun just to see what images from all of his books were compiled and what favorites were picked. And then of course just to see how they were colored. Okay, next are some books that I didn't know existed until I randomly found them on Amazon. So I do have a full flip through of this one. I don't of this one, but I read ACOTAR and was so in love with it. Oh, love it so much that couldn't resist. So here I am buying a coloring book because I didn't know there was a coloring book for it. And it's not crappy paper. It is good, high quality cardstock. And it makes me want to read the book again. Books, I should say. The books. Look at this. There's a full flip through of this one on my channel though. So someone had mentioned that the same author has one for her Throne of Glass series. So I just got this one yesterday. I was actually waiting for it. But yeah, I can't wait to get into this one. The only thing is, I have not finished this series of books yet, like I did with ACOTAR, so I kind of need to read a little more and figure out. So some of these scenes could be spoilers. I think I'm on book 3. So yeah, I have quite a bit of reading to do on this series. I'm not gonna lie, this series I struggle to read through. It's long, but okay. Then I got The Whimsical Gnomes by Teresa Goodridge. You may wonder why this is not on my channel as a flip through. This is actually a compilation of 2 of her other Gnomes books. I actually talked to Teresa about it because I was asking her, and apparently Dover just created this. They didn't even really consult with her. I mean, they do have rights to do that, but they just created this compilation book, and even she didn't know which books they combined. So like, oh. So I found that kind of funny. It's pretty thick though, so it's a pretty thick book here. I love the cover, it's super cute. I need to go and honestly verify which ones it is, but it's a compilation, or like books are combined in here, but still, it's a cute book. Tons of adorable gnome images. I just didn't do the flip through because if you have any of her other gnomes ones, you already have these images. So just FYI there. And like I said, I reached out to her and I was like, do you know what books are in here? And she said, no, they just did this. And so I thought that was kind of funny. All right. Then I have 2 mythographic books. So I have a few mythographics on pre-order. They're just churning these things out like crazy. Now my favorite artists are Joseph Kattenbang and then Fabiana Attanasio. However, the first one that I got in this haul is Shangri-La, and this is Alessandra Fusi, one that's new to me, and I did do a flip through on my channel, I think. You know, I can't remember now. There was a point where I felt like nothing but flip throughs and I felt bad. But overall, this book is pretty intriguing. The style is busy, for sure, but most mythographic books are. Can't really hold that against people on that. I did do a flip through on my channel of this one. Every book he releases through mythographic, it just gets better and better. Ugh, I love it. I can't have a, like, this is a gorgeous book. I need to color in it. But yeah, that is the last of my haul. It's a small haul, but like I said, I just don't have tons of stuff to buy anymore, and mostly it's just books at this point. occasionally a coloring supply might pop up where I'm like, ooh, I would like that. But yeah, it's not much. Like, I've got these pastel pencils and the Ohuhu markers and my gel pens. But like I said, there's just sometimes you get to a point where you're like, I don't have enough stuff to buy. And I'm not just going to buy things just to have hauls either. I know that's kind of a misconception with hauls, and even leads to some heated discussions in coloring community about why hauls are bad. Never buy things you don't need or have no intention of using. You have to also remember, for us who do YouTube, we buy things often to review or show it to you guys. So we almost buy more things than we actually need, but it's to benefit our viewers. So it's a little different. That said, pretty small haul. This was accumulated over the past couple months as well. I just decided to finally do a video because this was all sitting in a pile and I needed to get it all organized. But yeah, not a ton, but just the right amount that'll keep me busy. Keep an eye out for my first impressions video on this. And until next time, take care. Bye now.